From Willow School, School Administrative Assistant, Erica Aviles. Children from San Isidro Middle School, Instructional Aid and Special Education, Maria del Carmen Magana Zúñiga. From Vista del Mar Middle School, Campus Aid, Yesenia Villaseñor. From the Child Development Center, Children and Family Project Facilitator Claudia Uribe. And from our district office, Data Reporting and Analyst Carolina Jaime. Congratulations, felicidades. And now, for our district classified employee of the year, from Sunset School Outreach Consultant, Mr. Rodrigo Amezquita. Rodrigo. Congratulations. Felicidades. Next, we are pleased to honor our District Teachers of the Year. From the home of the Eagles, our host school tonight, from classroom teacher for TK is Ms. Catherine Bishop. From Smythe School, 5th grade teacher Norma Sedano. A round of applause for Ms. Sedano. 6th grade teacher from Sunset School, Maria Kai.
Is there an award? For middle school? No, give me.
Yo pensé que me la habían bajado, güey.
¿Qué? No, güey, lo hubieras dejado.
Ya sé, pero es que están todos ahí. Ahorita la vuelvo a tomar. Bueno, volteala. La puedo voltear así. Tan inteligente que hay.
from the San
¿Lo
Diego
digo en el
Monthly.
Facebook? Ahorita lo vuelvo a poner más que Jesús está empatado. Y mire que
Pero ya es que ya le puse ya no le muevas, hombre,
pero ahorita que se vean todos, no lo podemos meter de otro lado.
no
It must be
importa.
the night of the science
¿Dónde,
teacher,
güey?
because for Vince Lamar, we have seventh
Es que
grade
mire que
science
esta es
teacher,
la de leopardo.
Nicole
Y
Scarlett.
como que
Are you-
ahorita la vuelvo a poner.
¿Estás live o no?
Sí, no lo quité nomás. Aunque sea así que se mire.
From our Child Development Center, our Head Start Preschool Permanent Teacher, Miss Nancy Serrano.
¿Dónde están los niños? Sí quieren vivir.
And from our district office, our adapted PE teacher, Mr. Mark Kircher. And our district teacher of the year from Oceanville Hill School, second grade teacher, Consuelo Carranza.
So cute.
Congratulations, all district awardees.
Ay, pues sí, güey. No nos dimos cuenta. Ni de-
Pues es que también te digo, estoy encima de gente. Yo me enteré en la mañana.
No me importa. Pero no se ve aquí tampoco. Cuando vaya.
No, pues no, mi papel. Le llamé la otra vez que ahí está bien.
Ah, es que es el mejor spot. No hay otra
Pero
forma
no me
mejor.
paniqué porque como está una... Que recién compré que me paniqué, pero era una... Pero me dio otra cosa.
Ahora sí vino la Rosario. No. La que nunca viene a las juntas. La de Boris. Rosalía. Ahora sí hay que ponerlo ahí.
It's okay. Please have Principal Laura English to the podium. Principal Laura English.
¿Ya lo pongo de regreso? ¿Lo pongo de regreso? Sí. ¿La pongo yo? Sí. Pues si tú lo quitaste, tú lo pones.
Sí, va. Lo que quiero ver es no se puede quitar esto.
Aquí. No, así déjalo que tiene para que no lo vean tan de cerca.
¿Sí? O alguien se lo está viendo.
Mira.
Espera,
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to La Mirada.
para que lo cheque.
Wonderful to see everybody.
Te estoy viendo.
So the first set of awards that I'd like to present
Hey,
is
mira,
my
ahí traigo-
wonderful campus day. This year, we had a beautiful playground put back there. It took almost 8 months, 7 to 8 months, and during this time, we did not have a playground. We had equipment that was bought by the district. We had balls, we had hoops, we had our imagination, right? And these wonderful people were able to control our students, allow them to have good time playing, allow them to be safe, okay, and no accidents, which is the most important thing, right? Safety. So if I can please have the following wonderful campus aides up. Karina Aguilar. They were so creative in creating game areas, creating space for the different grades to be out there, having fun. Thank you, Miss Karina. Miss over here. Her mom, Yolanda Aguilar. We have a mom and daughter team here. Maria Michelle, if she's here, she was under the weather. Did she come, Miss Michelle? She didn't make it. There's been a really bad bug here at the school. Miss Jean Avila is homesick. And not only my campus aide, but my security here at La Mirada. She's sometimes a security, campus aide, teacher, nurse, everything rolled up into one. So Miss Samantha Arellano. She's also working. There we go. Future teacher, she's studying to be a teacher. And Miss Irani Haga, who was actually out of town on a wedding, so we will hang on to this. So thank you, ladies. All right, so the next award, it's a single award to this one person who is our site sub, but this site sub is an amazing person because she comes in the morning and sometimes she knows what has to get done before I know what has to get done. She has her list and she says, here's your IEPs, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be here. I said, you do it. So without this person, it would be hard to run my day, but I feel like, she knows what has to get done at the school. And guess what? She does. Miss Sarah Applegate, our site substitute. Thank you. Amazing work, dedication, and loyalty to our students and staff. All right, so our next group. So this year, I'm happy to say we've had 0 suspensions at La Mirada. And one of the reasons that we've had 0 suspensions is because of my strong PBIS team. This team not only helps our students with their Tier 1 interventions, with behavior, social, emotional, but they also come up with these amazing activities that students want to come to school. Not only do they want to come to school, but they feel like they're part. This is a community. It's not a school. La Mirada is a community. And all of our students feel like they're part of this community thanks to this wonderful team. So my team, my PBIS team, Miss Adriana Garcia is actually up in San Jose. Her daughter is graduating tomorrow. So I'm going to hang on to this. She went up to the graduation. So congratulations to Ms. Garcia. She is my outreach consultant. We have an amazing, amazing social worker, Ms. Jedediah Heron. The following Ms. Jed. I want to say Ms. Jed is the head of our PBIS committee, and I've gone for Ms. Jed for the past few years, and I'm so happy that she's staying at Amarada. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate everything you do. And, of course, our teacher of the year, Ms. Bishop, Catherine Bishop. This is her first year at La Mirada, and she's been an amazing team player, always willing to support, always willing to help, to be there. Anything that we need, Ms. Bishop, she is there for us. Thank you, Ms. Bishop. And we have another teacher, Ms. Jennifer Sarisaraj. Ms. S, as we call her, Ms. S. She is our TK teacher and is also there to help with anything that we need to support the PBIS and has wonderful ideas to contribute. Thank you. And finally, this new staff person that started at San Isidro School District, amazing person. She has fit in so well with our community, so well with our students, so well with our staff. I'm so happy to have her. Ms. Reina Leonor, she's our school psychologist. All right, last recognitions. All right, the next one's our student recognition. Now, just like the adults had a huge part of our zero suspension and our community here at La Mirada, these students are always willing to support, have wonderful ideas. If you look at the board back there, that was their ideas right there. So I just asked, hey guys, how can we decorate the cafeteria? Well, they get together with Ms. Beth and they come up with these wonderful ideas. So I really want to highlight, acknowledge, and celebrate these wonderful students. We have Lorenzo Requeño. We have Genesis Torres. José Salazar. Isabel Verduzco. Isabel Castañeda. Gretel Solano. Noel Ortiz. Juan Beltrán. Iker Padilla. Natasha Osuna. And I believe this is Natasha got to second award today. She was at the sales out earlier today, and she was acknowledged there. And Hector Titapaneco. Congratulations, my little eagles. I'm so proud of you.
Ready? Over here. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Principal English, for your leadership and your great team.
Real quick, I'm not sure if I'm very It's a double. Okay, thank you. Are you sure? Do you want me to hold on to this in case? Because I'm scared, like, the ball might get dropped and then, like, I won't have the one. Can you just make it easy? Yeah, we're going to do that because I'm scared. Because I just tell my mom and give her congratulations. She's like, they saw her name. I know that. Thank you.
So now we're on number 10, which is public comment communications for open session items. Our first speaker is Olga Espinosa. Olga, you have 3 minutes.
For which one?
Oh, yeah, you have 2. Right. 2, 3, 6. Same time or separate?
I mean, whatever.
And then time. What time is me and I will time it also, okay? Yeah. Hi, my name is Olga Espinosa, long-lived resident and proud of San Isidro. And I'm here today with the first topic is, lately I've been popping up to different elementary schools to the principal's coffee. And it's not like a complaint, but the last one I went to Willow, and another one I went to Smile, but I've been popping to different ones. I'm actually excited that I saw so many parents compared to how before there was no one. But what worried me, it kind of upset me that the time they give for the parents, yes, it's okay, the presentations are okay, but when it gives the times for parents have their hands up, oh, it's time to go, it's only an hour, they have to use the cafeteria, that's mine, or time's up, it's only an hour, and I kind of felt offended, because that's what we've been wanting for so many years, parent involvement, and now that you have so many parents going to the meeting, you cut them. I mean, Mike has been there for a while. Maybe they should do it at the library or, I don't know, somewhere else where they don't have to tell me that to go because, they're going to use the cafeteria. Or other schools where I understand that they had a program and the program's up. But what about the parents? The parents were there. They listened to the whole presentation, but they got questions and it's not cool to just cut them. Now that you have parents, I mean, it's something that you need. And they want to ask questions, and I was one of them, and kind of felt bad. Because it's like, knowing myself that I like to stay in the meetings, but other parents are not going to come back. And that's not what you want. You want the parent involvement. Something that everybody has been asking for. Don't cut them like that. It's kind of rude. And I know it's not you guys' fault, Dr. Potter, but it's something you guys have to keep an eye on, or parents are going to start backing up again. And they need to be involved. That's the first one. Okay. You guys know my name already. I'm here on a personal level, and I'm here also in support with the SBSE community group, which is these two girls right here, and they're already starting. But the reason I'm here, and I'm gonna read it because I try to say nice words. So I'm here in support with the SBSE community group requesting a special emergency parent community meeting on special education information. I ask the board to help us parents, guardians, help our own families since we lack education and information with special education. We all need to have a clear mindset on how special education works. My personal experience, lacking all the information has made my own young boys have trouble in life. My son Charlie just came out of mental hospital yesterday. He keeps on going in and out. I didn't have the resources. I did not know the information. I thought my kid was normal. But if special ed would have seen this since the beginning, they could have told me. Now that he just turned 18, I'm out. But he's still in high school. Going in and out, and I don't even know what to do for him. It's sad. So I'm here to support with them, hear them out, listen to what they have, and teach us, the community, and all the parents what special education is about. I'm not quite sure what exactly that they want, but I'm starting to hear. And since my experience, my son just came out yesterday. The other keeps on running away from one school. It's hard for parents because right now they're trying to do an IEP. He's 18. If he doesn't pass that test, because he's in the hospital going in and out, he's done. He only has 9 credits. He's supposed to graduate this coming month. But if I didn't know about special ed. So that's why I'm here supporting them. Hear them out. I feel like in emergency parent meeting, don't wait. Teach us before it's too late. I'm trying not to, I'm holding my tears because my son's out there right now. He don't even know what's going on. He thinks instead of going in the future, he's going backwards. Just help these parents out. Hear them out. A special meeting. Maybe you guys haven't really connected with them or know what's going on. And I, as a community, I still want to know. Because if he passes that IEP at 18, I heard, I still don't even know that he could stay there to 21 or 22. I'm not quite sure. But help us, community, help us. Special education, it's something that we all need to know. Please teach us, connect with them. I mean, don't make them feel like they're being unheard. And I'm trying to go, I'm going to be getting on, going with them to meetings and stuff, because I want to know too myself. And yeah, we're lacking information to the community, the parents. And when you ask questions, goes back to the other comment that they cut us like I went. And that wasn't cool because I wanted to know more. And special education is super important. The minute everybody knows that something's wrong with the kid, don't let it happen to my kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Mary Doyle? You have 3 minutes, Ms. Doyle.
Hello, board and Superintendent Potter, staff and community. I'm here on a different topic. I'm here to thank you. I'm thanking you for the resolution 23-24-0034, the resolution for a call to action regarding the concerns of pollution surrounding the Tijuana River. You passed this agenda item in last month. I wasn't able to attend to advocate for it. Again, my name is Mary Doyle. I'm a former teacher at Sweetwater Union High School District, a former school board member at South Bay Union School Board, and a community member in Imperial Beach. And it's been my goal since January to visit every school board in this area and advocate for more publicity, more letter writing, more something about this awful pollution crisis that you can smell and witness a few miles away. And I really want to thank you for that, because, you know, when I started getting interested in what we could do, they said, write a letter. And I thought, well, being on a school board or knowing how school boards work, maybe I could advocate for resolutions or school curriculum or proclamations or Earth Day activities. And all those things have happened throughout the South Bay by visiting these school boards. I've gone to your district, South Bay Union, Sweetwater Union High School District, Chula Vista Elementary, National City Elementary, and San Diego Unified. All of those 6 districts passed resolutions or proclamations, and I even had some extra activities. Coronado, it's a little tougher. They don't do resolutions, but they did an incredible letter writing campaign. And that's the goal. Publicity, asking for that funding, talking to the president, writing letters to President Biden, writing letters to Governor Newsom, getting it in the newspaper, talking about this, because it is getting worse. Today is day 800 of closed beaches in Imperial Beach. Day 800. And the beach has not been open one day. People are going in there. They say there's no illness yet, but it's in the air. The reason there's less illness is because we're not going in the water. I mean, it's a public health hazard, as you well know. So I just want to thank you because you are busy people. School board members are busy people, but this directly affects students' education. It directly affects their health, and they're the future. We need to give them something better than what we have now. Things are supposed to get better. So I want to thank you all, and I'm not going to, I have 11 seconds left. I wrote you some little thank you cards, and I really appreciate everything every school board has done, including this one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here's some cards for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kenia Peraza. You have 3 minutes.
Hi. Hi, members of the board and Dr. Potter. We have been coming here month after month to each board meeting, expressing our concerns and trying to ensure special education students will have individualized needs. By having experienced special education teachers and staff who truly understands our children and their needs. This is not a place where parents drop off their kids for daycare. They are here to learn. However, we've noticed that when we raise concerns, the district often takes a defense stance. When parents come and voice their concerns at these meetings, relying heavily on legal support being paid with our children's cut money. Instead of engaging in open dialogue, this approach hinders collaboration. We urge the board to shift towards a cooperating mindset, seeking our input and working with us to find solutions. This will foster a more productive and supportive environment for addressing our concerns. Additionally, we request virtual meetings for those unable to attend in person, ensuring broader participation. We've been asking the same thing for over 6 months. What do we need to get our point? How do we need to get our point across? Young kids in the juvenile justice system are over 3 times more likely to have a learning disability. These children face cognitive, behavioral, and personality deficits, which manifest in poor academic performance, school discipline issues, and higher dropout rates.
It's crucial all general education and STEM teachers receive training in universal design for learning practices. AIDS need Crisis Prevention Institute, CPI, trainings to ensure they use physical intervention only as last resort. And there should be transparency regarding how special education funds are spent, including how money is shifted, what rolls over, and what gets taken away. Lastly, Dr. Potter, you should try to attend superintendent council meetings to hear directly from the parents of students with disabilities. These meetings should also be made accessible virtually to ensure broader participation and inclusivity. Research also indicates that students with special needs performs better when they spend more time in mainstream classrooms. This exposure to rigorous coursework improves their academic performance. We want the district to see the importance of these inclusion practices and change their mindset to better serve our students, teachers, and staff. And we have shirts. Mr. Antonio, maybe you want to buy one? I know you like your shirts and your hoodies. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Let me know how I can buy one.
Have them right here.
Roxanne Palestino. You have 3 minutes.
When have you guys seen a coffee with the principal where they hand out civility codes? The district administration has demonstrated a profound lack of disrespect for our community. Handing out civility codes is a direct message from district administration that they think we don't have civility, but they fail to be civil themselves by providing an unchecked Spanish version of vulgar websites filled with profanity. But you're handing this out to parents, telling us to be civil? Let me remind everyone, we are in a border town. If the district doesn't like our civility and how we speak, maybe they should relocate to Coronado or La Jolla, where parents speak differently. Something else I want to bring up. Yesterday, our superintendent didn't even go to the superintendent council meeting. Instead, she sent 4 district employees paid with sped dollars. Why? Was that really necessary? They never go to those meetings. Are those intimidation tactics? Superintendents are tasked with facilitating CAC membership, but Mrs. Potter, Mr. Little, and the SPED department have been delaying democracy by not allowing the community to speak for itself, by amending the bylaws. Yesterday at the superintendent council meeting, where they approved the special education local plan, they also approved the amendment to the bylaws and PAC that grants the superintendent the authority to remove voting members, oppressing parents with more barriers. Glaring testament to Ms. Potter's desire for control. Her actions only reveal how accustomed she is to manipulating those around her. Her behavior contributes to marginalization. Why? Because it's not equitable. Del Mar Consortium doesn't do this. La Mesa Spring Valley and San Diego Unified have a robust democratic community nominated CAC. The community is supposed to choose. You cannot cherry pick parents, Ms. Potter. Your selective process for CAC membership is not only undemocratic, but untrustworthy. We need members who understand and represent our community, who speak our language and share our values. We also demand virtual board meetings, just like any other district, that shows transparency and increased parent involvement. We don't need more degrees and titles. We need a district that understands us. Lastly, COVID times are over. We want access to the parent center, to all parents. This lady said it over here. Olga, you guys had it up. We want access to it. We want to be able to help our community. That's what it's for, right? Nobody's using it. And another thing, we will not be silent. You've been lied to about who we are. We are parents united, resisting oppression and advocating for our children, because parents know what's best for their kid, each with the individualized needs. Thank you.
Thank you. Pamela Guadiana, you have 3 minutes.
I want to start off by pointing out that we missed two essential people at yesterday's board meeting, Dr. Gina Potter and the new CAC rep, Sir San Isidro. It is unprofessional and intolerable. All we ask is for the bare minimum at every single meeting we show up to, and we keep being neglected. The new CAC representative should be present to not only show solidarity, but support for our children. Being present is the first step into making change and advocating for our children. We need better trained staff. We need people that care. We need these meetings live streamed, better materials, and empathy. We need empathy. We keep moving back to times where children with disabilities were frowned upon, discriminated, and left to bear the consequences of corrupt individuals. Our special education children are as equally deserving of events like these, awards, and staff that care about them and their families and their education, just like their typically developing peers. All we ask and what we've been asking for months and since the beginning is for you to address our concerns. There's no need for intimidation, no need for language that only you understand, and no need for us to be here fighting for the bare minimum when you know you can provide us with that and more. Stop patting your own backs as if 100% good is being done. You and all of our communities have a long way to go, and the difference is that we're consistently standing up for ourselves at every single meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Marta Silva, you have 5 minutes.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes a todos. Bueno, yo vengo a darle apoyo a mi compañera Yasmín porque ella ya tiene tiempo pidiendo con todos nosotros que si nos daban el apoyo de tenerla como entrenadora, porque nosotros a veces necesitamos horas en el año y a veces estamos todos, ya cuánto al año de que yo voy a cumplir mi edad, ya tengo que tener ciertas horas de entrenamiento de clases para refrescar mi licencia, ¿verdad? Entonces a veces no tenemos y tienen que arreglar las fechas con otros entrenadores de fuera que no es de aquí, entonces es como presión para nosotros obtener un entrenador que nos venga a enseñar y también pues la ubicación a veces no tenemos en dónde tener la clase, en qué salón nos va a tocar ahora, si está disponible el Parent Center, si está disponible un lunch room. Tampoco tenemos ese espacio para nosotros, ¿verdad? De tener clases, de inclusive nosotros llegar de una ruta. Tan solo yo tuve un paseo, tuve mi ruta regular y tuve que terminar un certificado de First Aid. Si no lo tengo, yo no puedo manejar mañana, porque hoy se me vencía. Y tuve que terminar mi tarjeta en el bus. Llegué y no, pues, ¿a dónde me voy, verdad? Ya estaba cerrado. Entonces llegué y me quedé en el bus 1 hora más para terminar mi certificado. Entonces, son cosas que una entrenadora nos puede tener al tanto de que Lucy le falta esto o Lucy le puedo ayudar un poco para terminar su tarjeta y no podemos porque también tenemos esa escasez de tener un lugar propio para nosotros, para inclusive guardar nuestras cosas, nuestras pertenencias, porque yo me la paso a veces todo el día en el distrito. Aunque tengo un break, me la paso porque paseo tras paseo y ya no hay tiempo ni siquiera de comprar comida. Yo me traigo mi propia comida de mi casa. Entonces, aparte de que me da gusto ver a mi maestra Rosario, que fue maestra de mis hijos, siempre me emociono de ver a la maestra, entre comillas. Pero sí, aquí nuestra compañera Yasmín, creo que sí ya hubo una persona que duró 5 años aquí, se fue como entrenadora. Sé que el apoyo se lo dieron en otro lugar, pero las mismas personas que entrenaron a esa persona pues hemos estado batallando en que la entrenen a ella y yo no entiendo por qué. Entonces a mí me gustaría mucho que pues todo el distrito de San Isidro le diera el apoyo a ella para que nosotros tengamos nuestra propia entrenadora, en dado caso que también nos pase algo a nosotros en el camino, en manejando un accidente, algo. Ya está esta entrenadora con nosotros, de nosotros, que nos conoce a cada uno de nosotros personalmente y que nos pudiera ayudar de una manera más, ¿cómo se dice? Con más empatía, porque conoce el ambiente de un bus driver, el área, cómo nos movemos, cómo todo. Entonces, pues yo estoy aquí para apoyar a mi compañera Yasmín y para que también nosotros nos puedan otorgar un espacio en nuestro lugar de transportación. Y les agradezco ese tiempo que me dieron para hablar y espero que, pues que ojalá que este año 24 terminemos con nuestra compañera estudiando para que ella obtenga su certificación de entrenadora. Muchas gracias, Miss Farrer, muchas gracias a usted, Irene, y a todos los que están aquí. Gracias y un abrazo desde aquí a usted, Rosario, porque ella fue maestra de mis hijos y muy buena maestra. Y la admiro mucho, maestra. Muchas gracias.
Rebeca Moreno.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes a todos. Hace casi un año que estábamos aquí nosotros como choferes, como grupo pidiendo, ustedes recordarán, gracias, obtuvimos casi todo lo que pedimos y más que nada gracias, agradecemos porque nos pusieron base 6. Es una tranquilidad uno como chofer, traer a alguien que te está respaldando atrás. A veces traemos 70 niños y no tienen ustedes una idea hasta que algún día se suban a un bus con nosotros y tengan la idea de lo que llevamos atrás, la carga que llevamos, la responsabilidad y aparte con tanta gente loquita que anda afuera. Entonces, gracias por eso, por apoyarnos con los bases. Otra, también estamos aquí, como dijo mi compañera Lucy, para apoyar a Jasmine. Nos surge un entrenador aquí, alguien que sepa del sistema, de cómo se maneja. Incluso se tiene que conocer muchos códigos, leyes, y un entrenador lo sabe. O sea, no podemos todos andar aprendiendo, sino que necesitamos una persona que nos guíe. Jasmine tiene 20, 21 años de experiencia. Para mí es una de las mejores choferes que tenemos aquí. Tanto responsable como el cuidado que les presta a los niños y todo. Entonces, yo les pido, así como nos ayudaron la otra vez, que por favor nos apoyen para que Jasmine se haga instructora, para que salga adelante. Ella tiene muchas ganas, es su vida, ella me cuenta a mí con esa emoción que quiere superarse, que quiere aprender más. Entonces, si alguien tiene un talento, hay que apoyarlo. No se nos vaya a ir a otra parte y que lo aproveche en otra parte. No queremos. Y otra cosa, como decía Lucy, necesitamos un espacio porque nosotros vamos una computadora, aunque sea una computadora, porque hacemos reportes. Tenemos muchos niños y tenemos que hacer reportes y a veces es en el momento que hay que hacer el reporte en la mañana si hay un incidente. ¿Por qué? Porque la escuela necesita saber qué pasó con ese niño o cualquier cosa y para que se tomen las medidas necesarias. Andamos en el teléfono haciéndolo, cómo lo imprimo. Entonces sí nos gustaría un espacio para nosotros, para tener, digamos, una mini oficinita o algo también para tener nuestras clases. Porque a veces andamos en el lunch, a veces está la gente comiendo ahí y nosotros, el instructor dándonos la clase, ¿ve? Como que no es profesional o ético estar comiendo donde están comiendo, que entra la gente y sale porque es su hora de lunch también. O que el otro, el parent room que está ocupado. Entonces andamos batallando mucho donde nos den instrucciones. Somos profesionales y ocupamos entrenamiento. Y como cualquier otro profesional, pues yo creo que nos merecemos un espacio, ¿no? Como todos los tienen. Y también quiero agradecer al doctor Íñiguez, que nos apoya muchísimo en lo que puede y hasta donde él puede. Gracias.
Gracias.
Buenas noches. Buenas tardes, perdón. Mi candidato pensaba hacer en inglés, pero luego en español, no sé. ¿Sabe? Discúlpenme, tengo intérprete. No. Primero que nada, mi nombre es Héctor Vázquez, soy el viejito de todos los sentidos aquí en transportación, el mayor señoría y el mayor de edad. Tenemos la necesidad por ley de tomar 10 horas cumpleaños para cumpleaños. Entonces, por una razón u otra no tenemos instructor, tenemos 5 años o 6 que se fueron como instructor, 6 instructor, y necesitamos un instructor aquí para, yo el año pasado tuve que tomarlo en Santí, porque por una razón se me cuatrapió con los field trips y tuve que pagar de mi bolsa, eso es lo importante, y no hubo reembolso, no lo pedí, no crean que lo pedí, no me lo dieron, no hubo reembolso, mi gasolina ya está allá a Santí un sábado completo y cumplí mis horas. Esa es una. Otra, quería agradecerles lo que dijo mis compañeras, de que la vez pasada nos escucharon y tuvimos la atención de ustedes y les agradecemos. No tenemos palabras para agradecerles lo que nos ayudaron, nos motivaron para seguir haciendo nuestro trabajo. Y tercero, pues aquí estoy apoyando también a la compañera Jasmine, que tiene la segunda viejita, creo, ¿no? La segunda señoría. Pero yo ya voy para afuera, o sea, honestamente, a mí, realmente yo, el próximo Golden Hand, ¿cuándo va a ser? Hablando de eso. No, pero el próximo yo me voy. Entonces, ella es el futuro de la transportación. Honestamente, yo ya voy para afuera, pero sí ocupamos que todos los que vengan nuevos tengan un instructor en Salcido, porque todos los distritos tienen, ¿eh? Yo no conozco un distrito que no tenga instructor. La verdad, tú la vista, que tengo amigos ahí, tienen 4. Yo sé que son 90 choferes, son 70 choferes, tienen 4 instructores. Y suben a manejar y todo, pero sí les encargo mucho ese detalle y agradecer también a que no se me olvide el apoyo que nos ha dado Mr. Higues, Dr. Higues. Gracias por todas las atenciones. La verdad, no habíamos tenido un director, honestamente les digo, que nos oyera tanto como Mr. Higues. La verdad, es una cosa que, aparte, hay que reconocer eso, porque los directores que teníamos antes, yo no los conocía, muchas veces no entraban en su oficina, porque siempre con la puerta cerrada, siempre había que hacer una cita y nos daban 3 meses o 15 días, ¿sabes que estoy ocupado? Voy a tener, y ya se nos olvidaba para qué lo ocupábamos. Ahora no, el Señor siempre tiene la puerta abierta, siempre podemos entrar un minuto, aunque ande bien ocupado un minuto, y todo el tiempo nos ha atendido. Muchísimas gracias. Buenas tardes.
Gracias.
Jazmín López, Jazmín, Iselre, va a dar su tiempo. O sea que
Yo también.
5 minutos.
That's it. Hi guys, it's me, Jasmine. First I want to say thank you again to all of you guys for all the support we got. Transportation, we basically got most of the things, I think if not all the things we asked for. And a special thanks to Dr. Iñiguez, because he has been working with me so much trying to find an instructor to come and work with me here in San Isidro. I have been waiting for a year. I'm already approved by you guys, I'm approved by the union, and I don't have what I need to become an instructor. The instructors that we currently have, they do not have time to teach me. They do not offer this program. That's what I got on an email from them. I'm asking that we do not renew their contract. I want an instructor that is available to help me as well as the other drivers when we need our time, the hours that we need every year. I want to make you guys aware that when I'm training, I know the issue here is the insurance. What the district is requiring an instructor to come to come and work with me. So it is the liability. I had a person that was willing to work with me since day one, but her insurance wasn't, I guess, enough, or she didn't meet the requirements for our district. But at this point, I want to tell you guys that it's almost impossible for San Isidro to have an instructor because of what it's required regarding liability. I want to make you guys aware that when I become an instructor, when I start training, I'm going to be the one driving. I have 20 years of experience. The instructor will be sitting right behind me, letting me know what to do. We won't be driving that much. It's only a little bit that we will be driving, but yeah, there is driving when it comes to training. And that's basically all that it's holding us back. It's the liability that they need to come and work with us. Like I said, we have a current instructor. His contract needs to be renewed, I believe, next month. If he's not available to help me, I don't see why we need to keep him unless we get another person to come and help me. If we contract someone, options are, I contacted the Department of Education. An option is we hire someone to come and work for our district. That way they're covered under our insurance just for the term needed. So as long as they train me, at the same time, they could train some drivers during the summer to come and work with us until I'm ready with my license. And then once I'm back, then we shouldn't need that instructor anymore. Hopefully I come back being an instructor already. So just for the term needed, we could hire them through our district. Another option was for us to change the type of liability that San Isidro is requiring. The person that was ready to work with me, her name is Merritt Whitney. She works with many districts. As you guys can see, it's really hard for me to go up to Sacramento and become an instructor. She's a professional. She's a state certified instructor. So she was available. We couldn't take her. I haven't contacted her again because I'm embarrassed to call her again. I contacted her so many times and it's been impossible for her to come and work with us. But like I said, the instructors that we currently have are not willing to work with me. Thank you.
Yasmin. What is the name of the company?
Her name is Merritt Whitney. The
The one
ones that are working with us, that's Frank Villalba. And I think Villalba Training is the name that they work with. So I already I went with Pat Caro, and I guess in his contract, it doesn't say for him to train a school bus driver to become a state certified instructor. I think it's only to give us in-service hours, which is what we need is 10 hours every year. And that's what he comes and give us. But now if there's an accident here in San Isidro, we don't have an instructor to go out there and help us. We need somebody in-house. We need somebody here. Every single district has an instructor. We haven't had an instructor in many years. I believe we've only had two, which was Rosa and Cesar Vega. That's it. No more instructors here in San Isidro. In a long time.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you. Carla Montanes Mesa. You have 5 minutes, Carla.
Okay. Good afternoon, board members, superintendent, staff, and parents. I'm here to thank you. Happy Classified Week for those who are classified. My name is Carla. I'm the CSEA president representing classified. I asked for donations for our classified employee chapter meeting, which was yesterday, and everybody donated money. Everybody from management, everybody from site principals, VPs, all the departments, and board member Irene, board member Antonio, thank you so much for your donations. Superintendent, thank you. I just wanted to let you know that everybody that attended left with a gift card. Everybody. So and I'm also here on another note. I hear the parents out, and I know they're a little frustrated and upset, but I'm here to also represent our classified. And it's feeling a little hostile and harassed by the parents at school districts, which they're attending. and videotaping and taking pictures of, I know might mean well in their heart, but for our classified members, it doesn't feel good. And I've heard certified also. I don't know if they brought it up, but I know we brought it up. Waiting outside, like in the playground area, and just stalking. Because literally that's what it is, stalking our children. I'm a parent. I wouldn't want another parent taking videos or pictures of my son. So I'm also talking as a parent. So I don't know if there's something that also can be done. I know they're upset, but I think it's a different way. They should be attending board meetings, their coffee with the principal, all these meetings that they can bring up their concerns, right? They've also not talked appropriately to our bus drivers also. Some of them, they might not know that are substitutes and they don't know the route. So I'm just here to talk about our classified and if there's something that can be done also. So it's a more environment that's more calm and us not feeling stalked or harassed by parents. Okay. Thank you very much.
Now we're on 11, and that is items from the board and the superintendent. I would like to go first. Many things have come, and I think that last week was teachers in our school district for the whole week, and I know that they enjoyed the celebration with their principals and with their staff. It's nice to see that it comes back, and I think we've all been through a lot, and we're starting another year that we're ending, and this kind of breaks the monotony of testing or writing reports, and I think it's a nice feeling to see how much they enjoy being honored. And now this week is today, yeah, this is last week for classified, and that's another, the other group that work and try to help each other and work with teachers, and I think it's a good feeling. And I want to thank the principals, I want to thank the teachers, I want to thank classified management for all their help and their celebration also in helping to celebrate and making our people feel good that this is their home. And this is something I've always felt since I can remember, that we're family. And one thing is that we respect each other in order to get respect. But at the same time, we want to hear, we want to listen, but it takes two. It takes two persons to listen, to help each other. And yeah, there's concerns, we know that. But the point is this, that I don't think that, and we need to change, I think, a lot of things. And we talked among us and we said that we need to start doing a little bit of different training, maybe. But we'll see. But I think it is true. But it's a two-way, it's not a one-way. With all of us talking and meeting and letting us know what is it that you see that we don't see. A lot of times we don't know. That's why we ask that teachers and classified let us know, because we're not on the buses, we're not on the, we see you, but there's a lot of things that we can help, try to help. And the other thing is that I went to with Dr. Potter to celebrate our sci-fi team. What a beautiful event, beautiful event. It was at SeaWorld. But to see that our
our sapphire team was recognized. It was on the front of the program, their pictures. And that was really very moving to see that they were being recognized for that. And there's other districts that have the same different groups, but these are teachers who work with our kids. Some are part-time, but most of them are full-time. But just to see what they've taught our kids and brought to their minds and their imagination is something beautiful to see and something to hear and see how they were honored that way. So that made me real proud. San Isidro, it was usually San Carlos, Oceanside, but it was a good opportunity, and I want to thank Dr. Potter for inviting me. And also, I know that I try to be at some of the principals' meetings, coffee with the principal, not just to get coffee, but I do go, and I just want to let them know that I'm not there as a board member. I'm there as a grandparent, because I have a voice as a grandparent also. So, but I haven't made it to some other ones, but I hope to be able to continue next year doing the same thing to those meetings, because I think it's important. And it's good to hear what parents have to say. Also, there's so many things coming up and so many things that we've done. And I love some of the principals that put information on their website. Some of them are really great. I mean, they give information not about their school also, but the events that are happening in other schools. And sometimes I know, I say, well, how come you didn't let me know? And they say, oh, wow. And I understand. But now I've gotten to where I look at the websites and I see it. Oh, so I write down the date, and that helps me. But I love what you put on your website. I think it's beautiful to see that. And the other thing is, some of you have a letter, a newspaper for your school from the kids. And I thought, wow, that is really nice. And that is something that we need to teach our kids, that they have that right to talk about things they want to see or even about themselves, just like the ones we honored, today. The young lady who did the Sotelo, who did the drawing of the mental illness. Wow. Now that lady, that little girl, someday is going to come back to our community and say, you can see the art that I did or the book that I wrote. And that's going to be something that I feel that it opens their minds and gives them that opportunity to do what they can do. And that's every child, not just certain children. Now, everybody has that dream. So our job is, as a board and as employees, help them in that dream come true. But we'll be finishing the year, and I want to wish everybody a nice summer to rest and take care, so that next year you come more energized with more ideas, and we'll be seeing each other as a family again. So thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. I first want to say thank you to Mrs. English for hosting us today. I don't know if she's still here with us. Oh, there she is. Thank you. I always have a special place in my heart for La Mirada. I live right here in Avenida de la Cruz, so this is my home school. I love it. So I just want to say thank you for hosting us. I also want to give a very special thank you to Trustee Mary Doyle. Don't know if she's still here with us. So Trustee Doyle was a board member for South Bay Union School District, and she's taking the time to go to every school district, at least locally here in South County, so Sweetwater, South Bay, Chula Vista, National, to essentially have us pass a resolution regarding the pollution crisis at the border and at the Tijuana River Valley. Essentially, her work, even though she won't say it, is outstanding, because this crisis is going to take, for me, a collaboration between different government agencies. And she's leading the way, at least at the local school district level, to create awareness and to create an alliance that we're all in favor of having a solution to that sewage crisis. So I just want to, even though she's not here with us, tell her thank you for her great work, having her come by really means a lot. And I think more importantly, having her take the time literally to go to every school district, every school board meeting to, and mind you, she's not a trustee anymore. She's retired. So the fact that she's doing that shows that she really cares. So I just want to give a very special thank you to Trustee Mary Doyle. Obviously, today's a great day. All of the distinguished champions, students and staff, recognizing our classified employees of the year, teachers employees of the year. Really, it's one of my favorite board meeting days. And I just want to say for every classified and teacher of the year that's still here with us, thank you for what you do. And I think the main thing is not just this year, because it's every single year, every day in and out. Your hard work is making our community better. So I just want to give a round of applause to the classified and teachers that are still here of the year. Really, thank you. We love you. Thank you. Another thing, we had a board workshop last month where I have to tell you, we've had a lot of meetings, but that one was probably one of my most inspiring meetings to attend. The presentation that we received regarding our upcoming construction projects is outstanding. I'm so excited. Even after the meeting, I was just so thrilled. I thought about it in terms of how we're going to be, realizing a lot of these projects that have been pending for some even decades. Fire, community center. We're going to build a preschool. We're going to build. We're going to modernize Sims, make it look like a college campus. So for me, I'm so excited with that presentation. I know that we received it as in the board workshop, but I really want to let everyone, as we move forward, get involved in that process. I'd like us to host maybe a town hall meeting, especially when we have the nitty gritty of the details. And at this point, I just want to make sure everyone knows what we're doing, and everyone has an input on the beautiful process that we're going to have. And I'm seeing my dear friend Monica. She and I both know, we've been here a long time, that the Byers School site, right? Remember that? It's been a while, and I'm so excited that we're going to break ground very soon on that. And I want to make sure the community's involved. So I'm going to take time off of work because it's going to be a busy schedule. We got graduations, upcoming events. We got the Writers' Tea with my dear friend Pablo. We got the Celebrating Our Own event, which is this Saturday, where my dear friend, I'd say one of my best friends in politics, Mrs. Irene Lopez, who's going to be throughout the whole county. They're giving an award for the Trustee of the Year. So that's amazing. So I'm going to be there with you. I'm going to give you a hug, and we're going to be there to celebrate this Saturday. Con favor de Dios. Yeah, and then the other thing is, I again want to thank our transportation department for coming to speak their concerns. I want to make sure that we take the time to meet with them and we can start addressing their points one by one. The good news is that we all speak Spanish. We were able to at least I was able to capture all the points. But I do want to make sure we follow up with our transportation team. And I think that's it for mine. Thanks.
Good evening. It's still daylight. This is why summer's so great, right? Thank you, Ms. English, for hosting us. The Eagles are always soaring here, I know. This is where I did my student teaching many moons ago, and it always feels good to come back and visit, all the schools. And just thank you to everyone who has stayed through the long meeting. I know sometimes they can, drag on, but everything spoken is very important. Every person who stands behind that podium, we are listening. Sometimes things can't change and it may take time. We're looking right now, and you're going to hear this wonderful, wonderful presentation by Ms. Rodriguez on our master plan. And when we're looking at timelines and we say 2027, when it's going to be where we want, and we think, that's a long time. Somebody would say, I want it tomorrow. But when you take small steps, things are done better. And so what I really is, I'm very inspired by the community of people that are attending these committees to work together, especially the parents. I thank you because I know you are very courageous because it's not easy. I stood behind that podium for many, many years, and no matter how many times I would speak in front of public, my heart was racing, as I'm sure your heart races, because you really have this commitment and you really know that what you want is the best for our children. And now, as a board member, having this opportunity and honor to visit classrooms throughout our district, I love what I see, what's going on. Honestly, it's very complex, the educational system, and there's so much involved in making sure our children learn. And yes, money has a lot to do with it, but for the most part in this community, in spite of limitations with budget, the people who work in this district give their heart. So when I think about the bus drivers, when you come up as a team, I came up with the team many times because I felt the courage when like the women who came up earlier, you all come as a team. You're a voice for many, and that takes a lot of courage. And we're not deaf to what you're saying. So I know with time, with commitment, with patience, and really the most important is communication. I always, in my heart, I keep many of the words of Martin Luther King. And I think about when we speak and we really try to listen to each other, more things will get done. Because peace is what this world needs. And I think that there are many, many ways for us to make a point and to find solutions. So when I think about our bus drivers, and this morning, this bus cut me off when I dropped off my granddaughter at school. And he made a right on red when I was already in the middle of the street. He basically said to me, like, stop and let me go through. And I said to my daughter, that better not be San Isidro. My granddaughter, I said, oh, I'm going to have to report him. It was Sweetwater. And I said, and I started explaining to a 13-year-old teenager who probably could care less my conversation. I said, let me tell you what he did wrong. Because look, and blah, 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 blah. And I said, he putting the kids in that bus in danger. So what the team is asking for is a lead, because I know throughout all our positions throughout the district, we always have to keep updating, going back to school. We always have to keep learning. We can't be living, I couldn't have been a teacher from what I knew in the early 80s. I had to continue to learn. So I really support the request to have a leader in the team. And I thank you, Dr. Inez, because they did really mention about how they feel very supported. And they have our kids in those buses. And that's one of the greatest responsibilities. I mean, we may have them in our classrooms, in the playground, but there's nothing like the responsibility of a child on a bus with the crazy drivers we have. And it's just every day, when I even get out of Smythe where I live, I have to do the sign of the cross. And my granddaughter says, why do you do that every morning? I said, because I didn't get killed today from the cars flying up and the cars flying down. So I really hope that we will be able to, give our transportation department the facility to get the training that is needed so that they have the lead people here in our district. I also want to say happy classified because you are the heart of our schools, and I feel so bad. I give you permission to text me and remind me, because I really am. I'm raising like 5 grandchildren. I just want to be a grandma some days, and I tell them, I just want to be your grandma today, but no, I gotta be mommy to support their mom who has to work. So I give you permission, please, and if it's not too late, I would be more than happy to give a donation. And I congratulate all the teachers of the year. You all represent your schools, all the classified employees, everyone. Those children standing here, they are standing here because people believe in them. People just really feel that it's important to acknowledge them, and it is. They will never forget going to a school board meeting and people clapping for them, because in those moments when they feel school may be too hard, they're going to look at that diploma and that trophy. The young lady who's an artist, all the ladies, art is a means of just really speaking your heart and your talent. these children are very talented. And yesterday I heard a comment that I just wanted to say, how could you say that? I ran into an administrator from North County and said, when are the children in San Isidro going to start shining? I said, where have you been? We are the sun. We are shining and we are brilliant. So I thank you. And we're not perfect and we're going to work together because it is important, especially for all our parents who have that courage to come and share with us what you feel that is important for us to look at. So I know they're talking about other things, but I need you guys to be able to go home. So so thank you very much, Classify, for everything you do, and also for being part of that committee, for being part of our committee. We couldn't have done what we are doing without everybody's input. And Monica, it's so nice to see you. Thank you.
I'm gonna let you guys go home, so we have a lot of presentations, and since Rudy's not here, I'll do what Rudy does. There's everything they said, second thought, and more. So we'll get Connie up here for our presentation. So we appreciate, and yes, please take my money. I'm sorry if you emailed me and I didn't see it, I apologize. But thank you, Ms. English, for hosting us, and it's so good to see my friend Olga from a long time ago. We've fought a lot of battles together. Some won, some lost, but it's good to see that you're still advocating for your family and your kids, and it was a good night tonight. That's all. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you here. First and foremost, to our principal, Ms. English, thank you for hosting our board meeting, and to your staff. You're always so warm and welcoming, and we really appreciate it. Many of you don't know, but my father's house was right across the street from La Mirada for many years. So it was nice to be able to, as a young child, see your school and know that I have family members that attended this school as well. So thank you for hosting us. To our certificated and classified staff members and our weeks that we're celebrating our staff, we are the heart of San Isidro and Otay Mesa. Our schools are the heart from preschool to 8th grade, and we have about 650 employees in our school district that every day come to our schools and they give their passion, they give their commitment, they give their dedication to the children of San Isidro and Otay Mesa. And so I thank you for giving our children the foundation of success, for giving them the pathway and the road and the gift of education so that they can pursue their own dream of success when they grow up. And we have many, many success stories of children in our district, and I could not be more proud of us. And it's because of each and every one of you. So thank you for being a part of our San Isidro family. To our sci-fi team, they were awarded from Classrooms of the Future this past week the Dream Team Award for the entirety of San Diego County. And so if you see one of our sci-fi teachers, please give them a big clap and thank them for being the Dream Team. It's the first year that they get the Dream Team Award, and our team won that award. To our bus drivers, thank you so much for always speaking so eloquently and coming to our school district. I really appreciate your voices, your passion. I appreciate your patience in driving the buses. My son drove a bus for about 2 years at his college. It is such a difficult job. And it takes a lot of patience and grace. And especially when you have the children on the bus, I just want to say thank you so much. We hear you, and we have been working very hard. I thank Dr. Iniguez for trying to find a pathway so that we can have an in-house instructor on our crew. And we certainly appreciate our own bus driver who's willing to take on this instructor role. It's not easy, and she has the passion for it, and she's highly regarded on her team amongst her peers. And so we fully support moving in this direction, and we're excited to find a pathway towards it. Ms. Espinosa, it's always nice to see you. It's always nice to hear your voice, and it's always nice to see your children. We're very proud of your children. We're proud that they came from our district, and we're proud of you for being an advocate for the children in our district. So thank you for being here tonight and for always being here for San Isidro. Miss Monica, I see you hiding. I know I'm short, but I see you. Welcome back. And it was so nice to see your son be the coach of our award winner. Thank you to your whole family for doing that special tribute to our student, Diego from Sims, at our board meeting tonight, for giving him the hope to pursue sports. Thank you for doing that for Diego. All right, our student anthology. The lead of our student anthology is our very own translator, right here, Pablo Sainz. And so to see Denali and to be recognized for the artwork on the cover of the student anthology, and our board member who's partnered with Pablo, which is our board vice president, Rosario. Writing is such a gift. Art is such a gift. And to be recognizing almost 100 students for their art and their writing in a published student anthology is absolutely wonderful. They will be celebrating the Student Anthology Tea on May 28th. And I appreciate Ms. Herrera Ceballos for hosting us at Vista Del Mar Middle School. I did have to be explained that a tea means biscuits and tea. I drink a lot of tea, but I forgot biscuits. So, but we'll figure it out. All right. And then our last day for students. We are rounding out. We're in the last few weeks of school. So I just want to say, hang in there, everybody. It's a very busy last few weeks of school for our staff. There's a lot to be done, lots of celebrations. Our last day of school for students is Wednesday, June 5th, which means our last day for teachers is on Thursday, June 6th. And this last week of school, we have 31 promotion ceremonies. And we will be celebrating students who are promoting from preschool, from kindergarten, 1 5th grade at Ocean View Hills, and we have 4 6th grade promotions at our other elementary schools, and we have 2 big 8th grade promotions. And these promotion ceremonies are phenomenal. So for everybody who's pulling and working hard to make them beautiful and special, thank you so very, very much. And then finally, speaking of promotions, if you have a child in your family or a relative who's graduating this year, raise your hand. Let's give them all a clap. I'm going to start way in the back. I saw Ms. Herrera Ceballos, our principal. Her son graduated from medical school. And then I'm going to go to our CBO, Ms. Marilyn. Her daughter this week graduated from Fullerton in computer science. Mr. B, who's not here, Bojorquez, his daughter today graduated from Long Beach. I think it's data statistics, applied statistics. Yeah. I think we have a kindergarten graduation, maybe from Ms. Rosario, our board vice president.
Yes, 2. My youngest 2 grandchildren will be graduating, promoting from kindergarten to 1st grade.
Any other shout outs for graduations before I move to my family? Oh, Fernanda is graduating from preschool. Dr. Bravo? Oh. Veronica?
My nephew is graduating from Ocean
Oh, I see pointing this way.
Pablo.
Pablo.
My son Bruno's promoting from 8th grade from middle school from Vista.
Felicidades. Yes, sir.
You're the parent.
Did I miss anybody? Oh, yes, Kenya. Miss Barraza.
My niece, she just graduated from childhood development from Irapuato.
Congratulations. Thank you, Kenya. Anybody else? Oh, yes.
My boys and boys from 8th grade.
Congratulations. Twin boys. Way in the back, Miss Serda.
And my son Aiden from the high tech high
Congratulations. Anybody else? I don't want to leave anyone out. No? Okay, my turn. My cousin, a single mom, she went back to school. She had 3 daughters, and she got her doctorate this week at Johns Hopkins University. I've never been to Baltimore, but that's where I was. And I'm so proud of her because against all odds in life, she made it. And so I'm very proud of her. So I do apologize to our parents for missing the superintendent's council meeting. I've been to every one for like 6 years. So I am sorry I missed this one, but we had to have one relative celebrate my cousin. And so I was the one who was asked to go. But I'm so proud of her. So she's number 1. My nephew's graduating from Modern Day, and he's going to USC. So we're very proud of him. I think he should have been a Bruin, but that's okay. I'm trying to wrap my head around a church, and I'm kind of thinking about that. And then my son graduates UC San Diego in computer science on Father's Day. And then my daughter, she graduates high school and just made all county CIF track this past Saturday. So go back to you. Anyway, congratulations to everybody in the room for graduation.
Okay.
We're having too much fun though.
Aren't you glad I was quick though?
So we're on 13.3, resolutions number 2324.
We're at 12 now, presentations. At 12.1.
Did I skip a beat, or did I want to go?
That's okay, we can do it fast.
So we're good.
Yes, okay. So it is, conference session, reports and presentations, 12.1, the annual control plan, ICAP update 24, presented by Assistant Superintendent of Educational Leadership and People Services, Mr. Russell Little, and Director of Educational Service, Luis Ramos, and Coordinator of Federal and State Programs and Language Acquisition, Maria Rodriguez.
Not that I need a mic. Good evening, Board President, Ms. Lopez, board members, Dr. Potter, good evening. Before I start, I just want to say that this LCAP process has been a huge learning experience for me, and I want to thank the board and my colleagues that supported me through this process. It has been just a great learning curve, so thank you so much. Thank you. So, in the process of 4 months, we walked around and we talked to a lot of school sites and parents, teachers, staff, management, board members of CSDA representatives, and we talked about the LCAP. So that is something that everyone should know. What is the LCAP?
So this is just a little bit of explanation. It is educational partners coming together and participating in the development of the district plan. So it provides accountability and transparency through data. So we look at data. Every single plan is written in a 3-year cycle, and this is the new, this annual update ends the 3-year cycle. And we start new data for our new LCAP for 2024, 2027. Everything okay?
It was hot. Sorry. Not like summer, so sorry.
Yes, no, I understand. I will do. So, as we write the LCAP next, I don't have a clicker. Do I have a clicker? Oh yes, look, I have a clicker. There we go. Okay, so when you write the LCAP and when we have these discussions around what we need to incorporate into our LCAP, these are the conditions that we have to have in order for the LCAP to be developed. We have basic services, state standards, course access, student engagement, under student engagement, we have parent involvement, school climate, student engagement, and then student outcomes. And under that, we have student achievement. So it is super important. Do I even have a pointer? Yes, I have a pointer. So this is very, very important as we are creating and looking at our LCAP and deciding how are we going to support the data that we have been acquiring. So how do we gather this data? And who are our educational partners? Everyone in here is considered an educational partner. Our community members, our parents, our teachers, our staff, both our unions. We are all part of this educational journey together. So we surveyed, So we surveyed about 503 educational partners, and the responses were very overwhelming. I think one of the biggest things that I walked away learning is that mental health is something that is needed everywhere, and we have so many advocates for mental health, and it touches every single household. I just want you to know that. And I have heard so many stories, and I have witnessed so many things in this little time that I was gathering all this data. Our district advisory committee was essential in giving us feedback. Our DLAC, our administrators, our SYEA and CSEA, all our parents and communities. I went to every single school site. I had coffees with the principal, and I did have coffee. And I went to school site council meetings, I went to ELAC meetings, and everybody's feedback was about student engagement and our professional learning as educators, right? It was just very educational for me as a first-time LCAP representative. Staff meetings, student representative meetings, I think it was very powerful to hear some of our students as well. And I want to thank my colleagues that really supported that process. Educational feedback, partner feedback, like I said, social emotional was one of our just a big highlight. Enrichment, our after school and before school activities was something that also was highlighted in terms of we need it. Please do not take it away. We need for this to be getting bigger and richer for our students. Tutoring before school, after school, communication from school to home. That was something that was also brought up, especially in our parent surveys. Dual language. The continuation of dual language and the biliteracy seal, that was something that was mentioned as well. Professional learning for all staff members, including our instructional aides that are in the classrooms. Parent educational opportunities, technology. I think from our parents, they want to know how to support their children at home with technology, and from our teachers, just to have a little bit more technology in their classrooms. And from our students is they want more access, but yeah, that's what our students want, right? They want more access. Writing across all curriculum areas, that was also something that was mentioned from our teachers.
Any questions? LCAP, these are our multiple measures, how we write our LCAP, and we talk about the areas that we need to focus on. We have a California dashboard, and in that California dashboard, we focus on academics, which is ELA and math. And a lot of our parents that went to our DLAC and DPAC meeting really took a deep dive on how to look at the California dashboard and how to look at all the colors and what do they mean. So next year, I'm hoping to go out to the school sites and go a little bit deeper into that concept and coffees with the principals and school site councils to really talk about those, what it means for us to be, what the colors mean in the California dashboard. What is ELPI? That is our English Learner Progress Indicator. That's how our students, our English learners are progressing through ELA and math. Our suspension rates and our chronic absenteeism. This is how the California dashboard, they are rating us and they're telling us, hey, these areas need your attention. Our local measures, how we measure growth, is our common district benchmark assessment. So across the board, in every single student in kinder, first, second, third, all the way to 8th grade, take an assessment every 6 to 8 weeks. And it's the same assessment that all first graders, third graders, 6th graders take. So that's how we come together as administrators and teachers and look at that data. We have a matrix, and that matrix guides our tests, and that gives us feedback on how to support our students and how to create interventions within the classroom take. So referrals and suspension data, we look at that. We talk about student attendance and engagement. Like Ms. Rosario was mentioning, we walk through our school sites, and our principals and our teachers highlight their goals that they are working on as a school site. For example, La Mirada might be working on English learners. Willow might be working on student engagement. So all our school sites come together with their staff, and they talk about what goals they're going to set for the year for their school site. We do a lot of surveys. I know you are probably tired of all the surveys that we send out, but it is important to get your feedback. Like I said, every LCAP is written in a 3-year cycle, and we have our mission and our commitment. Our mission is to provide a quality education and opportunity for all students to succeed. And the last 3 years of our LCAP, we had 5 goals: student achievement, English language proficiency, safety, climate, and engagement, social and emotional support and well-being, and parent engagement. Those were our 5 goals. Goal number 1 is our student achievement, and okay. Okay, student achievement. Some of the highlights of our student achievement goal was, like I told you, our common assessments that we have district-wide. Our Project Lead the Way, which is our sci-fi team, that's a huge highlight. All the accolades, it's not just because they are our teachers, it's because they are very efficient and they are amazing. And they give us the opportunity as educators to talk about our data and to really understand it. So that is something very powerful. Not all districts have, so thank you very much for keeping that for our district. We have Avid and Avid Excel training for the middle school teachers. This year, we are going to open it up to our 5th and 6th grade teachers. So they're gonna have the opportunity to have those strategies and take them into their classroom. Focus on STEM and next generation science standards, intervention programs and supports embedded within the school day. That's why we have, it's crucial for us to bring all our educational partners on board, especially our instructional aides, on how we support our learners throughout the classroom day. Because that small group instruction is where we're going to really move our students. Professional learning and implementation support for staff supporting our resource teachers at the district office. I really don't know what we would do without them. They are magical. They support not just the district office and educational services, but they support our principals, our parents. They come to all the committees.
They are part of everything that happens within the scope and sequence of our district office. Our summer programs, I know Mr. Ramos works diligently to make sure that we have all these things available for our students during the summer. Even though we have a very short summer, he makes it happen, and it is so engaging for all of us. Goal 2 is our English language proficiency, and we focus on our English language learners and their growth. And I think the biggest thing that we need to talk about is growth, right? That is something that we have been doing and doing it well, the growth of our English learners. And our goal as a district is to try to reclassify them as much as we can within the 5-year scope. So they are not in danger of becoming long-term English learners, or they don't become long-term English learners. So what do? We have been working in the EL master plan, like Dr. Potter said and Ms. Rosario mentioned. We have worked so hard these last 5 months, and we have a huge committee, and we've been able to come up with a